Hello, welcome to Bigdbiz Solutions Private Limited. In this video, I'm going to provide you a demo for textile management system software. And in particular, we are going to see the apparel manufacturing and management system, that is stock maintenance, fabric roll maintenance, and the status of every fabric roll and all. If you want to request a free online demo, you can launch your website www.bigdbiz.com, or you can mail us at contactus@bigdbiz.in, or you can phone or WhatsApp directly to this number 9884616569. And if you want to see our website, you can go to the industry and see the textile management system. Other than textile management system, we have bakery management system, hotel, restaurant, opticals, and business intelligence too. If you want to request a free online demo, you can go to the website directly and click this textile management system link, and we have a try for free link, and register here to try your free trial. You can give your name, email address, contact number, company name, and your website, country name, product, which product you want to have an online demo or free trial, and you can schedule a demo time and date and message or comments, and you can make a submit. So you will receive a call from us very soon. And let me start the demo. So this is our textile management system. I'm going to use the admin login. This is the production management system software. So you can see here the master details. We have item details, lot master details, contact details. First one comes the item details. You can see the category master, accessories, etc. In the lot master, you can make specification about a particular lot like width, size, pattern, brand, processes, and UOM, that is the unit of measurement, and fit type what you want to prepare, like shirt fit, that is slim fit or anything you can specify in the fit master. Next comes the contact details. This agent master, customer master, supplier master, then job work, cutting master, designation master, employee master. In process, you can see the accessories purchase, that is accessories like the buttons, then the tape, etc. for preparing a particular shirt or kids wear or uniform. And opening stock, then fabric purchase order. You can make a purchase order here, and actual receival of a particular fabric, pre-cutting process, the master cutting process, it is the actual receipt after the cutting details, cutting accessories issue. In process type, we have cutting issue and received, embroidering issue and received, kaja, printing, washing, bar tag, trimming, consign. Next comes the stock process, like stock entry, ironing, issue and receipt. In reports, we have the important reports like accessories stock report, opening stock report, stage-wise cutting report, cutting lot report, fabric and cutting process report, lot report, and costing report. We can make customization based on your requirement also. If you need any additional report, you can request us. We can do it based on that. Next comes the admin settings. That is the process heading, company master, user creation master, size setting master. So let me start from the master resettings, item details, category master. Here you can see all the categories like bonsai, embroidery, ironing, printing, washing, kaja. Next comes the accessories master. Now we can see all the accessories details, category name, accessories code and accessories name and the tags, any image preview. You can edit or delete at any time. So this is a particular accessories name. You can provide the code based on the process. For stitching you need like some elements, accessories elements. You can add here by individual, add new, or else you can go here export to Excel. Next option we are having is lot master detail setting. So you can provide the width details of a particular lot what we made a purchase. So generally we have 36, 44, 55, 56, 57, 58. If you need to add any other width, new width, you can add on the right hand side. We have an option here. Same way we can also add the size master of a particular lot. So what kind of sleeve it is, FS or HS, it is full sleeve or half sleeve. Based on that you can create 30 FS, 30 HS, 32 FS, 32 HS and whatever size you require you can add it here. Next comes the pattern master. You can see here we have provided pattern codes 900, 600, 500, 400. Based on your requirement also you can add like a text pattern, pattern A or pattern B. So next comes a brand master. So to prepare a shirt or any t-shirts you will be having some kind of brands. That brand names can be provided here in the brand master. So we can provide the fit details also here. So to prepare a brand name, what is a brand name? What kind of fit it is? Boys fit, regular fit, slim, long, slim fit, long fit. For a demo purpose, I have here the shirt type of production. This is just for a demo purpose. You can also prepare for kids wear or uniforms, etc. So if I select a boys wear, any brand name, I can provide sizes what I am going to prepare 30 FS or 34 HS, anything. And what type of it is, it's a shirt or pant, something like that. Or any woman wear, you can select it and you can provide is active or not, and then you can proceed to save. Next type we are having is the process master. So what type of processes? Kaja button, stitching, embroidery, washing, ironing, and what type of print name it is. For our notification, we can provide some short names like Kaja button, Kaja, stitching, embroidery, iron, checking, printing, bar tag process, something like that. We are having addition process here. We can select from this process heading and what type it is, all, full sleeve or half sleeve. Next comes the process type, print name, etc. And next type we are having is like the UOM master, unit of type measurement, that is PCS, that is piece master, NOS, meters or kg. You can provide any type of unit of measurement on the right hand side. When you make an addition, automatically it will be added here. Next comes the fit master. What type of fit you require, that is boys fit, regular fit, slim fit and XL, L, what type of fit you would require, we can add it here. And next comes the contact details like agents, customer, supplier. All those masters can be saved here. And job work. Job work is nothing but when you are sending your work to any other, it is job out. You can add those persons details up here. And next comes the cutting master. The cutting master is a person who makes a cutting at your in-house. Next comes the designation master. What type of employees you are having, the designation can be provided here. And next comes the employee master. So I'll show a screen, for example, employee master. Here you have an employee code, date of joining, you can select from this calendar. Next, type of salary, it's whether it's a monthly type or piece wise, how your salary has been provided. Whether it's a wages, daily wages, something like that, weekly wages, everything can be customized. And the employee name, address, and whatever designation he belongs to. This designation list comes from the designation master what we have created previously. Date of birth, mobile number, units. So which unit that particular employee belongs to. We might have 2 to 3 units. So based on that, go down, we can select the list. And email. Now we are completed seeing the master detail. Now let's start from the process. First comes the accessories purchase. I'm clicking add. After clicking this add purchase, this is bill number, invoice date, and which type of province it is. If it is the local province, then you get SGST and CGST. If it is out of province, then you get IGST calculations. Then bill date, you can select from supplier name. This supplier name comes from supplier master, what you created in supplier master. So here. When you select from the list, automatically the city, area, address, and PIN code, mobile number, everything will be loaded automatically. Whatever payment mode it is, credit, cash, DD, check, you can select from the list. If it is from the bank or check, automatically it will enable the bank name and check number. Now we can select from the product list. This product has been added in the master, so we are getting in the list. When I click this, what is the current stock I am getting is the actual stock in my godown. I am sending it for 1000 of stock for purchase, and the rate automatically comes here. I can provide discount. I can provide GST, automatically gets calculated. Now if I want to add additional product, I can go with this list. I can select from the list. So it comes to stock opening. Now if I want to add any additional stock, I can do it. See, the rate automatically pops up. Here at the below you can add the freight charges, any loading or unloading charges. So now I have selected province is outer, that's why I am getting IGST. If it is a local province, now you can see the difference. I will get a tax of CGST and IGST. Now you can see it loads here. Next comes the receive details, who made the receiver and who made the checking. The employee names can be provided, and if you want to add any copy of that purchase also you can do it. There's a file upload option, you can make a scan copy upload. After completing it, there is an option to save, so you can save the purchase. So this is about the accessories purchase. Next comes the opening stock. If I want to add the opening stock details, you can read it here. You can select it, select the product, and the stock comes automatically. This is the existing stock. If you want to add any opening stock, you can add it here. If you want to add additional product also, you can do it here. The opening stock can be provided here. I can save it. Automatically the stock will be increased. Next process is the fabric purchase order. That was an accessories purchase. Now I am going for a fabric purchase. Now we can add a supplier order number, order date. The supplier name can be selected from the list. So automatically the address, the agent name also loads. Since it is a direct from there is no agent here, it is being direct. Or else you can select the agent name also. The company name, for which company I am going to make this purchase, also can be selected. And fabric type, design number, color, roll or taka width, can select the width, and meter, remaining meter, rate. If you want to upload the fabric sample image also, you can add it here. Automatically the image will be loaded. This is cancel meter, that is when you make a purchase order. After that, when you receive an actual order, if you are receiving something like lesser than what you made or purchase, and for example, if you are made 1000 of purchase order, but you have received only 800 meters, you can cancel all that previous 200 meters here. I will show you an example. So I will click this. So you can see here what I have been added previously is a fabric type, design number, color, roll, width, meter, and remaining meter. Actually, I have received the lesser than this meter. This is the remaining meter. If I want to make a cancellation of this remaining meter, I can do it. I just click cancel. Automatically, the total meters will be cancelled. Or else, if you want to make a partial cancellation, I can provide the particular meters. If you want to cancel only 100 meters, I can enter 100 and make cancel. And if I save this, if I update here, automatically the 200 meters will be the remaining meter. So I can make another purchase order. So next comes a fabric receipt. This is the actual receipt of the particular fabric, where I make a note, when I receive this fabric, automatically stock will be increased. So we can select from here whether it's a direct fabric order received or is it from the order. If I select the order, automatically the order number loads here. When I select from the order number, automatically the details will be loaded below. I can make a notification what I have received. I have made order meters 123 meters, but what I have received is 100. So the remaining meter will be 23. If I want to cancel here, I can do it. If I want to cancel those 23 meters which will be remaining, I have to receive, I can make a cancel also, or else I can wait till the next receipt. This is the fabric receipt. Next comes a pre-cutting process. This is a pre-cutting process. Here we are having some text. I'll explain it each one by detail. First comes a branch. You have to select for which branch I am going to make this pre-cutting process or a brand name. And next I have to select who is going to do this pre-cutting, whether I am going to do it in-house or I am going to give it to the job worker. If I am clicking this pre-cutting, automatically you can select from the list, this is my in-house workers. Or else I am going for the job worker outside. If I am going to provide outside, I can click it here. So now the job worker's name will be listed. You can see the difference, that the cutting number is being turned to 1. That is, supplier 14 is getting his number 1, first order. If I select this, he is also having the first order. If it is from the pre-cutting, now the cutting number has been changed, 143. that this Bharat is receiving my 143rd order. Next comes the cutting issue date. The current date will be loaded. And if you want to select delivery date also, you can select from the list. If I want to get the delivery within 2 days, then I can select the date and select the width, what type of roll I am going to use, and average fit. This average fit will be automatically calculated from the settings. Now I can select from the fabric register number, that is what the purchase I have made based on this width. So I've selected 44. This 44 width has been made a purchase on supplier 1. I'll just click this. You can see automatically fabric list. Arm checks is RG multicolor. This is the meter I am having. And if I select the fit, automatically I'll get the average fit details. If I'm going for a boys fit, now I will get 1.20 is my average fit I have to cut for making one boy shirt. If I'm going to do it 2 type of fit, automatically the average fit will be calculated automatically. Now the calculation is going on. I can select from this. Now we can see 1.19 meters average fit. And for which type of brand I'm going to do, I can select it. I'm going to do it slim fit. You can see that 1.18 has been changed. And you can see here I'm having the process details like embroidery, stitching, kaja button, washing, printing, ironing, barter, trimming, consign. So I have created these type of process in the process master, automatically brings, and I can select whether I am going to do this in-house or I am going for a job work. I can select it from here. If I am going to send the embroidery for a job worker, then I can choose stitching in-house, kaja button in-house, washing I am going to send outside, and printing outside, ironing outside, bar tag inside, trimming inside, and consign outside. So I can select from the list. I am going for a process, click. I can see automatically all the available meters will be used, number of shirt will be generated, the issue meter, and you can see remaining meters. Now I'm going to select a fit item master. It's a slim long as selected. So now I can provide how many shirts I want. I can see here total number of shirt 1000. Average size is 13.11 meters. Because I'm going to prepare only 1000 shirt out of this type of meter, so average size is 13.11. But my requirement is 1.18 is enough. So I have to make I can make some more shirts from this. Now average size has been reduced. I can go for some more shirts. Now I am reaching near to my average fit. Now the actual is 11,500 shirts has been calculated here. If I want, I will go ahead. Now the pre-cutting details can be done. So this is my pre-cutting details. This is a type of body type. I can also go for a contrast type of shirt. So For contrast type, I can select from two fabric. Now I have used only one fabric roll for preparing some shirts. If I'm going for contrast type or any reverse type, I can select from two fabric rolls. If I'm selecting this, you can see we can select from multiple widths of fabric rolls. 36 fabric roll or 44 fabric roll or 54 anything. I can choose some fabric available. So whenever I make addition or purchase based on this, I'll get the fabric. See, I have some fabrics available 58 size of fabric roll. I can select from that particular fabric purchase. So I have selected two fabric rolls, fabric purchases. I can select from the list. So much of options I am having. I can select from that particular poplin and village. So I am going to prepare shirts out of these two fabric lists of contrast type, village and poplin. So you can do it by your own way. This is the pre-cutting process. So next process is our cutting master. This master cutting process is nothing but actual receival after the cutting. I can select a branch. I can select the lot as sent for master cutting process. You can select the delivery date. Actually, the delivery date was 25th and select the width. When I select this lot number, automatically it's loads. My cutting master was the in-house maker, that is Bharat, and brand name is this, and I have used this type of fabric list like fabric code like pick and pick, and color is pink, purple and maroon. I have used three types of fabric to prepare this type of shirt. This shirt is like contrast type, and I can give a particular cost per the quantity for a cutting master. This will be calculated while preparing a particular shirt. I can get the costing of the particular shirt. That is, when I'm going to calculate the costing of a particular shirt, I can add this type of cost along with the particular manufacturing cost. So I can get an estimated cost of a particular shirt. So I'll provide 5,000 rupees for this cutting master. This is the actual notification from my cutting master. Now this is the thing I have to fill it up. Actual receipt. I have mentioned here that 271 is my required shirt, but what I have received is 200 in 30 fs and 70 in 32 fs. I have not received one shirt, so I can mention the reason here. Reason type was like damage or with shortage or any other extra. If the extra is nothing but when you are requesting 271 shirts but you are receiving 272 shirts, so out of you have received a shirt extra, that can also be noted here. And if you are having any other reason to tell for not receiving or receiving an extra shirt, you can mention here in the comment box. And this is the same, automatically stock will be noted here. The next process is cutting accessories issue. This cutting accessory issue is after making cutting process, you will be providing some accessories like buttons, tapes, etc. So what are the accessories you are providing after cutting master can be notified here. You can select the branch name. Once you select the branch name, it will load the lot number. You can select from this load and you can see that full sleeve 168 and total shirt 168 for this particular lot. And you can select the product. This product is the particular accessories what we have made a purchase. And you can see the stock automatically loads. Out of the stock, you can provide some stocks for next process. I am having 415 of stock. I am selling 200 of quantity for this particular lot. And again, I can add any other accessory. In this 3480, I am sending 400 for this lot. So everything can be tracked and you can attain the particular manufacturing cost, like for even accessories. When I say this, automatically the stock will be reduced and this stock will be transferred to the particular lot. You can track it at the time of tracking of the stock. So let's see the next process. Now we are getting the cutting issue and receipt, embroidery issue and receipt. So if you are sending this particular lot outside, then you can use this process, cutting issue and receipt. I'll show a particular lot, particular process here, embroidery issue and receipt. This is, I'm going to see branch profile or what is this type of a branch. If I'm clicking, automatically I will get a lot. Out of this lot, when I click this lot, automatically you can see that names will be loaded automatically. This is embroidery and send quantity, the remaining quantity. I can select the person, worker, the total stock, total amount can be provided. So for each and every process, I can provide an amount. This will be tracked at the time of costing. So costing will be provided, will be providing you an exact cost for manufacturing a particular shirt. Since you are providing cost for preparing each and every stage. So this is very equivalent to other process also like kaja, printing, washing, bar tag, trimming, consign. And let me show the next process, stock entry process. Once you have completed all the stock, that is stages, now you can enter the unpacked process details. You can select from a particular branch, particular brand name, and type of fit. You can provide supplier initial and lot number also. Item name, color type and fit type, total shirts. Now you can provide how much of shirts you are sending for unpacked process. Next comes the ironing, issue and receive. This is the final stage. You can select the branch again. The lot automatically loads here. Now you can enter the items you are sent for ironing, and later on, once it is completed, you can receive, make a notification for receive here. Once you complete of addition of, that is you are sending for issue, automatically load here, and after you receive it, you can click, there is a button here, receive. When you click it, automatically stock will be added as a finished stock. Once we have completed all the process, now we can go for the reports. Accessory stock reports. So what are stocks available in a particular accessory, for type of accessory, you can see here accessory stock report. So how much stock has been sent for each and every process can be tracked here. For stitching, available stock, in units also, piece, everything can see here. For kaja, what are the accessories used for washing, for printing, these are the accessories used, ironing, embroidering and consign. So if you are having stock for a particular process, everything can be notified here. Next, opening stock report. So at the beginning we have shown you opening stock process. When you are making any addition there, automatically the report will be generated here. This is accessories opening stock. You can see the opening stock, whatever we made an addition directly in the opening stock. Next comes the stage wise cutting process. You can see when I click this process status, automatically it will load some details. You can see the overall details, stitching details, kaja details, embroidering details, washing details, printing, ironing. And we have mentioned them in a color differentiation. Shows you the yellow mentions that it has not been started, the particular process. And red mentions process has been started. Green represents process started but not complete, but is completed. In this particular lot, stitching has been started and others process are not been started. And you can see the stock, cut details, everything for each and every process. So as I told you earlier, stitching has been completed, so I can see there is no damage and pending is there. That is, I have received 92 and pending is there 1600. That's why the other process has not been started. Once I get completed, when I receive all the stitching, I can send it for the next process, kaja. Same way you can see for other items also. Here you can see stitching has been completed but other process has not been started. It is in other process printing has been started but other process has not been started, because this shows that after printing they will come to kaja, embroidery, wash. Now you can see the printing details. It shows the pending is 273. So the process is being in progress. And again I can see the raw material detail for a particular lot also. If I click, I can see the stock which has been sent after preparing particular process starter. Stitching details, kaja details, embroidery, what items have been used in as an accessory. I can track for each and every process. So no wastage or damage can move from our eyes. Next comes cutting lot process. So cutting process report, what is the lot number, delivery date, what is the width I have used, and what is the cutting master. So job mentions that is a job worker, supplier 17, it could be a job worker, and any other person name mentioned that is an in-house worker. If you want to see the full report, there is an option here to click. If I click this button, automatically it enlarges the whole details. So lot number, single bulk cutting, who is the party name, that is job worker name, available meter, what type of fit, this is slim long fit, and for each and every particular shirt, how much shirt I have, type of shirt, or how much shirt I have given for a cutting. Everything can be tracked here. Same way for another lot also I can see at the same time. And next is the fabric and cutting process report. This is same way as the cutting process report. Now I can see about which fabric I have used for a particular cutting process. Fabric number, invoice reference number, reference date, there is the invoice date, supplier name, who made a check, it is my employee name, who made a check date, everything can be seen here. Now everything I can see here by clicking this plus button. When I click this, automatically it shows me the design number, color, piece, available meter, rate with status also. And there is another detail about this particular design number. If I click here, I can see some details. I am not providing any details, that's why it's not showing. Again, if I want to see another fabric number also, I can see at the same time. This is navy blue, red. So the next process is like lot report. I can select a particular lot. If I click this lot, automatically I can see the process what have been faced on. Purchase invoice detail, pre-cutting details, stitching details, kaja details, embroidery details, printing, washing, ironing and packing. So for a particular lot, what are the details I can see by each stage wise. If I click the purchase invoice detail, so next comes the pre-cutting details, and I can see all the details about the pre-cutting. What are the things I faced during the pre-cutting of this particular lot can I see here. Then the stitching details, no stitching details, kaja details, embroidery details because I have not started still. Next comes the printing details, washing details, ironing and packing details. So if I am having completed all these details, I can see the report. I have completed till the pre-cutting process, that's why I am not getting other reports. Same way, I can switch over to another lot. I can find it out. So you can switch to any other lot and you can find what is the stage it has been and what is the cost I have incurred till now. Next comes the costing report. This is the actual report for preparing a particular lot of shirt. So now you can see the costing, fabric and meter used, what is the purchase rate, and overall lot report, and fabric cost, production cost, raw material cost. So on total I am getting this much of cost, and this is the cost per shirt. This is the cost per shirt. If I am setting any margin of 25%, for example, I'll get 239 is my MRP cost. So if I set this to 239, so my margin will be 25% out of 191 rupees. So this is my detailed report of fabric used, raw materials usage, production cost. So for each and every stage, the embroidery how much I have spent, the kaja how much I have spent, washing how much I have spent, everything can be tracked. So nothing will be go out of my eyes. So these are the reports. If you need any other reports in a customized mode, also we can do it. Next comes the admin. Now processes whatever I said earlier, like embroidery, consai, and each and every washing, printing, everything can be added in process heading, automatically be calculated. And company details, user creation details. So for you can create multiple user name based on your requirement, because if you are having 5 to 6 processes and each one can have a separate login, you can create here and you can select so who should see what kind of screens, everything can be done here. We can restrict them with their login. So for an employee with a name Meera, and if she is a kind of any cutting master something, then you can restrict her by saying only the pre-cutting and master cutting. So they can, this particular Meera person can see only pre-cutting and master cutting modules. This is screen visibility. So this tick enables that they can see only these two types of screen. And next comes size setting. At the type of pre-cutting, you will have seen that when I click some boy shirt of particular lot, average meter will be calculated automatically. So this setting is done one time. So calculation is done automatically. You can do it here in the master, size master. So now we completed the production management system for apparel. If you are having any queries, you can contact us. As I said earlier, this is a demo of textile management system of apparel manufacturing and stock management system. You can go to our website www.bigdbiz.com and there you can select the industry of textile and you can make a free trial also. You can request us or you can request for a free demo, or else you can go to the mail, you can send us mail directly to contact us at bigdbiz.in, or you can directly call us. I have sent a WhatsApp message to this number 9884616569. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.